Hello everyone, this is your boy Ilya from Tech, and today we are back with another video. So today we are going to present the new Model Y Juniper launch edition, and we only have 30 minutes to test it. So let's get started.
The first thing you notice when opening the door is the animation on the screen and the LED strip, which reminds you that this is the launch series. We get into the car for a test drive, and here I laugh because I pressed the high beams instead of the turn signal by mistake, because the Model Y still has physical turn signals. Since this is the launch series, we have an Alcantara-like dashboard and a small accent under the wireless charger. I also noticed a new triangle shape around the emergency door handle icon. Of course, only use it in an emergency if the main button above it isn't working. I turned on the LED strips to compare them with the Model 3, but I think I prefer the Model 3s because it has a grey aluminum-like finish instead of just black plastic. Otherwise, the interior is nearly identical to the Model 3. There's not much difference. We're in a dead-end street, so let's make a quick U-turn. The front camera activates after switching from reverse to drive and deactivates at 10 km per hour. Now, let's find a faster road to check cabin noise and driving behavior.
Tu vas pousser là ou pas? Non, bah non.
A small detail I noticed since they changed the heat-resistant treatment on the roof. There's a visible line at the rear where it meets the back window. But honestly, I only noticed it during editing, so it's not a big deal. I really like the panoramic roof on the Model Y because, unlike the Model 3, it doesn't have a support beam in the middle. My girlfriend noticed that when the front passenger seat is pushed all the way back, it provides an incredible amount of space. We finally found a road for a quick acceleration test. I won't show my speed since we're neither on the Autobahn nor in a school zone, but on a serious note, the cabin remains very quiet at high speeds. While looking for another spot to test the 0 to 60, we try out various buttons. To activate the front camera, just swipe down in the camera menu. You can also clean the camera with this small button here. Stay until the end of the video to see how practical it is while parking. Another difference from the Model 3 is the door speaker integration. It looks really well done. Compared to my Model 3, they also fixed the armrest creaking issue, which is great. Other than that, the only noticeable change is the white stitching on the dashboard. But let's be honest, this isn't a major upgrade that would make you switch cars. We've now found a good place for 0 to 60 test. I managed to do it in 4.26 seconds with a state of charge at 46%, which is decent since Tesla advertises 4.1 seconds. On a better surface, fully charged, and with a warm battery, some people will likely get under 4 seconds quite easily. And remember, this isn't even the performance version. I can't wait to see what that will do when it comes out. Now, let's find a quiet parking lot to check out the car from all angles. One noticeable improvement in cabin noise compared to the previous Model Y comes from the sunshade closure. It used to sound terrible. We've arrived at a parking lot, and the car looks stunning. It resembles the Cybercab announced a few months ago. One big design change: there's no Tesla logo on the front. Personally, I like the new look overall. The wheels here are 20 inches and remind me of the first gen Model 3's 19-inch grey rims. The car comes with Michelin Pilot Sport EV tires, which surprises me since my Model 3 came with Michelin Primacy tires. Looking at the side mirrors, there's an aerodynamic crease that's both functional and stylish. At the rear, the LED light bar reflects beautifully on the body, making the design unique. There's also a Launch Series badge, not to be confused with Plaid or Performance. An important detail for insurance: Tesla divided the trunk into 2 sections, meaning fewer parts need replacing in case of a rear-end collision. They also improved the rear camera integration with a dust protection design. Now let's check the door closing sound. The difference between the old and new Model Y is night and day, especially in the rear. The trunk also opens much more smoothly than before. The old one felt jerky and cheap, which didn't inspire luxury. One improvement I love is the dedicated storage space for the trunk cover under the floor, keeping the trunk area neat and flat. In the previous Model Y, there was no proper place to store it, making it more prone to damage. The new version also retains extra storage behind the first compartment, which I appreciate. The seats are now fully electric and can be raised or lowered with the push of a button. Finishing up with the trunk, look at how smoothly it closes, unlike the old one, which felt like it was falling shut. Now, let's move to the back seats. There's a button to recline the passenger seat, allowing you to adjust it for comfort. I'm 1.76 meters tall, and I still have 2 fist widths of space above my head, thanks to the glass roof. The armrest remains unchanged, but Tesla added a rear touchscreen like in the Model 3. Personally, I don't find it very useful, though the Model Y is more family-oriented, which might be great for kids compared to a Model 3. We quickly drove back to the service center as our test drive was ending. Before returning the car, we tested the front camera's usefulness, and I have to say, I've never parked so close to an object with such confidence. It's incredible. That said, we still parked in reverse because, let's be honest, parking forward should be illegal, except when grocery shopping. Reversing out, I immediately noticed the rear camera has more of a fisheye effect compared to mine, which was a bit disorienting. Also, because I was lacking time, I didn't mention the ventilated and heated seats, but they're the same as in the new Model 3. Essentially, everything you get in the refreshed Model 3 is also in the Model Y. The only new thing I didn't have time to show is the new drainage system in the front trunk, but it's not a big deal. Here is my final verdict. Who should buy this Model Y? The launch series is only worth it in America, where Tesla included all paint options, white interior, 20-inch wheels, a tow hitch, and the Festi for free. In Europe, the offer was so weak that Tesla immediately started selling regular production models and scrapped the launch edition. For example, in France, there's no real reason to get the base rear-wheel drive Model Y, as for just 2,000 euros more. You can get the long-range rear-wheel drive with 100 kilometers more highway range and faster charging, going from 170 kilowatts to 250 kilowatts. Plus, it will likely qualify for the EV incentive, reducing its price up to 43,000 euros depending on your income, which is 10,000 euros less than the all-wheel drive version. That is a huge difference to consider. In other countries, like Belgium, I'd either get the base rear-wheel drive or the all-wheel drive long range. Here again, it's only 2,000 euros more than the rear-wheel drive version, while offering all-wheel drive, better audio, and more fun performance, which can be upgraded anytime post-purchase for 2,000 euros, giving your car a second life. And that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you're thinking of buying a Tesla, don't forget to use my referral link to save $1,000 on your purchase. Also, if you want to watch my review of my Model 3 Highland, click on the recommended video on your right.